we are finally nearing the end of this terrible situation known as the coronavirus quarantine, and I cannot tell you just how much joy it brings me to finally get to go back to the museum on Wednesday. Seriously, it's going to be majestic in how much freaking fun my whole family is going to have. So, I learned to get through it all, I had to escape from time to time while being inside my home. And this list is of games that actually helped me chill during the corona quarantine. Let's start with a game that I never hear anyone talking about. Car Quest.
What? Sorry, I was just having a little nap.
I bought this title on my Switch for like $1 at some point because it looked intriguing. And the premise is you're a car, and this big head shows up and starts talking about the civilization that once thrived there, but of course he doesn't remember what happened to him. So you start driving around to collect these cells and put the world back together piece by piece. I haven't beaten this one yet because I'm taking my sweet ass time and just enjoying the light puzzle elements and relaxing collectathon attributes of Car Quest. But I gotta say, the story that happened while I was recording this footage makes me think there's gonna be some pretty cool twists here soon, and now I can't stop playing this thing in my spare time. It's very lighthearted, super chill. If you like driving games, but, you know, don't desire to go super fast and you like collectathons, definitely need to check this bad boy out.
You're getting really good at those big jumps.
Alright, we're switching from a chill driving game to a weird walking simulator. Toe Jam and Earl. The footage here is the first one released on the Genesis, but I could have easily recorded back in the Groove instead because they both play very similarly. In Toe Jam and Earl, you get stranded on Earth because your ship gets blown to bits, and you need to walk around these randomly generated levels to find the pieces and put it back together. But, of course, there's a bunch of bothersome humans getting in the damn way, and really, this is great practice for social distancing, because if you get too close to any of them, they could kill you. Except for the guys in the big carrot suits. They're always trustworthy. Oh, and Santa Claus. But Toe Jam and Earl is a very simple game with a lot of humor, and it's in a ton of Sega collections, so it's super easy to pick up and play. So really, you have no excuse not to play it. Seriously, so much fun. Now, this next game does start a little rocky. We see this adorable family of moles just playing and enjoying their day before being violently shoved into a bag by a rough-looking miner.
Don't judge me! I need them to fuel my whale blubber lanterns!
But the gameplay is both a mind flexor and slow-paced puzzler. The objective of each level is to get Papa Mole from one end to the other while shoving objects into enemies and breaking roadblocks, clearing a path. There's another layer to it as well, because you could dig into the dirt and move around obstacles on the surface level, just adding an extra bit of difficulty to this really chill game. Mulmania is just a fun and pretty easy puzzler that is perfect to distract your brain just enough to ignore your real-life problems. And since we talked about a game that is simple yet smart, let's cover one that is honestly a mess and just a little bit dumb.
Froggy, where are...
As a newer fanboy to Sonic, thank you Sonic Mania, I didn't know what I was missing, I've only started playing through some of the Sonic games in the last 2 years. And when I started playing Sonic Adventure for the first time, I immediately loved the level of campiness and charm. Seriously, I can't tell you why, but having such a large roster of characters to play through and fun varying levels to explore, I mean damn, there's even a Tamagotchi-like minigame you can play on the VMU when you're elsewhere. It's the perfect blend of fun and ridiculous, and seriously, this has got to be one of my favorite Sonic titles of all time now that I've played like 4 of them. So you know, my opinion can totally be trusted. Now let's take a sidestep to a PS1 title that doesn't get anywhere near the amount of love it deserves robot rabbit in space with blasters for destroying worlds. Also known by its real name of Jumping Flash. This is one of the craziest games that I have ever played. You control a robot rabbit that has been tasked with stopping a madman from stealing vacation spots from the planet, and to do that, you jump on crazy dressed animals and collect metal carrots. 'Cause why the hell not? It's a wacky FPS that basically makes literally no sense, but the controls are tight, and the gameplay is so easy that it takes little to no effort to enjoy this really crazy game. And random fact about it, every time I watch Third Rock from the Sun, I have to play this game some. It's weird, literally no reason for it, really just because they both are extremely 90s, I guess. And I do mean extremely spelt with an X, no E. Extreme. 90s. Extreme 90s. I'm gonna stop talking. This one is probably the newest game on my list, and it seems to be greatly underappreciated. Super Lucky's Tale. This game can be summed up in 3 words: simple, fun, and lighthearted. Lucky's Tale is a 3D platformer and super easy to pick up and enjoy, but it does have enough hidden here and there to keep experienced players at least entertained and just enjoying the whole world that has been built here. Basically, think of it as Banjo-Kazooie, but for a younger demographic and pretty much on easy mode. And with the story about a kid fox fighting a band of evil kittens to save a storybook, there is literally nothing to stress you out while playing this unsung gem of a modern platformer. It's even out on Nintendo Switch now, so, I mean, you know, you could overpay for it for the Nintendo Switch, or just buy it on PC like I did. Seriously, cost me $10. Don't regret it, even in the slightest. I love this game. And if you like 3D platformers, I almost guarantee you will too. Last up, and probably my favorite game on this entire list, Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future on the Dreamcast. For me personally, I don't really like dolphins in real life. It's something about their eyes. I just don't trust them. But I have always had a soft spot for the Sega mascot of the deep. And while the Genesis games take crazy turns and become something you would never see coming in a million years, the Dreamcast Echo is probably the chillest of the 3, not including Echo Jr. Because all you're doing in this one is helping random ocean creatures with stuff like, hey, can you catch a red fish for me? Or, my child is stuck behind some rocks, could you get him out? To the ultra chill, stop the alien forces from destroying Earth and all of its inhabitants by traveling to an alternate dimension where dolphins have been stricken dumb and humans have ruined the oceans, making them barren wastelands except for the unlucky few that have survived this long. Or the other timeline where dolphins took over the world and thought themselves superior to humans and used them as doormats to achieve the ultimate goal of global domination, constantly distracting both humans and dolphins from fighting the real villains, the foe. But the levels are large and gorgeous, even when they are desolate and meant to be depressing. The soundtrack is ominous, yet soothing. Plus, the cryptic riddles that are given to you as hints to progress are fun to figure out, and learning what ocean life mean when they say certain things like the big blue, meaning a whale, is just the right amount of crazy mixed with beautiful open spaces and calming sounds are just the thing to make me feel the most relaxed. Oh, and the absolutely harmonious shark death screech. It's perfection. All in all, a really calm experience that actually did help me chill until the end of the game. Just don't play all the way through it and it's fine. But these are the list of games that actually truly did help me chill during the coronavirus quarantine, and I would love to hear what games you guys were playing to help escape the reality of what crap we were all living through. Because I'm curious. Maybe they'll help me chill during the next one. There better not be a fucking next one. As always, thank you all for coming and watching another Sad Game Review. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe. It actually helps me out way too much for it to be a thing. I don't know why it works that way, but whatever. I have also started doing Twitch streams. If that's your thing, I am now playing through all 7 of the Rainbow Six games that I chose. Not all of them. There are 22 of them. I'm not playing through all of them. But I did pick 7 of them. Definitely having a fun time so far on the Dreamcast with the first one. And if you want to come check me out, it's SAHD Game Reviews on Twitch. So, until next time,